wrapped around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. Darkness, my old friend, you get me till that's the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. Ah, I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. Darkness, my old friend, on this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire and starfire. It's starfire.
Marlon, that car is blasting.
afternoon, folks. How are you doing? Welcome out to the fourth round of our Greene GT3 Championship. We're currently at Suzuka International Circuit down there in Japan. And we've got the guys here finishing off with their free practice session. We're heading straight into qualifying in about 4 minutes and 10 seconds time. So So stay tuned. It's about to get hot in Suzuka. I want to welcome you out to our stream. You're free to chat in our chat box right there and keep each other entertained as well as we try our best to keep you entertained. We've currently got about 10 guys in the server and missing a few here that will further miss on their opportunity to score points here today. We're currently looking at the top of the timing charts here is Marlon Young. The guy in his McLaren 650S.
It wasn't a thing. It was I went off track.
No, bro, you were on track from me.
I knew I went off track. I ran wide and I put my tires over the curb.
No, like I know you slowed down, but you glitched inside, like I didn't hit you, you glitched in.
Yeah, I saw that part.
Those are our drivers. They're having a conversation in the background. We do allow that with each other, especially during the race format, as it proves very
Is your ping
useful,
going up or is it just like
while racing here.
I think it's a glitch or something because it was stable so far. It didn't change.
CSRO.
Is it like a
Maybe-
one stop?
I think it's a
one stop.
Yeah.
And which pit are we using? Closest us.
I
Good
had a
afternoon,
pit
guys.
entry
It's going
without
to be the second pit entry, the very last one.
Alright. Oh, but
Alright, Marlon's gonna have to cancel that one there. Let's go to Martin Webster now, his teammate here. They're racing under the banner Team Xplay. And he's currently sitting in 4th position here in this free practice session. Now the first season, our inaugural season, is about to come to a close here. This is particularly the last month in our season. I'd like to say happy Labor Day as well, 1st of May there, to our hard-working people. Those of you who work on Saturday is going to get the day off, but of course those of you who just work. Martin goes faster there.
I'm sorry, you lost your wheel.
I'm trying to figure out.
Look at
After
Steve
this you
Pummels now.
No, I'm trying to figure out the
Pummels, sorry.
where I need to brake.
Yeah,
I was just gonna reverse out and maybe detect it, but then I saw you coming and my button wasn't binding to just go back to this. So I had
winding down here in the free practice session as we are about to head into qualifying. Steven's actually going to head into the pits there. This is Tommy Moore of Jamaica, if you couldn't tell. He's also heading into the pits, so we've got everyone there sitting in pit lane at the moment as this session has come to a close. At the head of the field, the lane here, we've got Kurt Moss, followed by Klaus Klint, then Danny Nasseir, Martin Webster, Rahul Nasseir, son of Danny Nasseir, followed by Tommy Gore, John Greene there in the pink Lamborghini, Marlon Young, Stephen Pommels, and we've got a few more guys that are about to come in here. This is how it looks down a pit lane at the moment. Christian Rajnauth now entering back into the pits.
I'm hearing your mic.
You're in mine?
Yes, we are about ready here, guys, to get going. The countdown's about 1 minute or so before we head into qualifying.
You on truck, you gotta talk. You don't want to.
I'm full.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like, what were you hearing? Just the engine?
Actually, I think it's close. No, I'm hearing you puppies, but I think I hear something close.
I think it's Rahul.
Yeah.
Walk on. I was hearing all of your shifts and everything.
I just turned my suppression on.
Yeah, that should help.
Alright, and we are ready, folks. It's qualifying here now. 30 minutes to go. We've got the first one out the lane there. Looks like it's Martin Webster, followed by Rahul Nasseir. Tommy Gore is going to head out, as well as Klaus Klint there, the head of the pack in his Ferrari. Webster good. So that's Marlon Young actually ahead of Martin Webster that actually headed out, and we're just gonna rejoin them here as they head around track. Rahul takes back that position over Marlon Young, and we're gonna watch him as he prepares for his fast lap. We got a bit of new stuff here for you. In terms of the streaming, if those of you are wondering, this is what Rahul looks like. We've got a few graphics coming online now for the first time here at CSRO. Just in time to, as we are preparing to head into season 2. We've got a great team behind us in the creativity department. And I'd just like to say that our website is well underway and will be ready to launch in time with our season 2 opener. We're actually trying to coincide the two. As Rahul seems to have a bit of trouble here around speed curve. As we'll stick with him here as he heads into his fast lap. Currently on his out lap, and for those of you who do not know, this lap does not count in terms of timing, obviously, since he left from pit lane. So here he is now, setting himself up for the first lap underway here. You can see his time, his real time from the top of your screen, where his name is at. Into the first corner here, Rahul Nasseir, a little bit swift and shifty here, as those tires might need a bit more time to get heated up. About sim racing is that it's simulating goes off track there, and that's allowed. Actually, the storage does not, race direction does not. Oh, he's going to cancel that lap. Rahul Nasseir. So then Marlon Young. This is Martin Webster. Let's get to Marlon Young now, as Marlon is going to complete his first fast lap. And And of course, I've got a banner for Marlon as well, folks. Marlon representing Team Guyana here, as well as Team Xplay, as I mentioned earlier. And he's about to complete his first fast lap. As he goes down the back stretch here. Jumps that curb there. Unsettles the car just a bit. But it seems quite enough for him to complete this lap here. He's going to actually begin a fast one now, as that one does not count apparently. We're going to stick with him actually. Marlon is the fastest so far in today's session, topping the charge there in free practice, as you saw. Oh, he loses the back end, Marlon Young, and he's gonna have to stay out of the way of the other cars there, and he does so indeed. Well done by him as he puts himself back into the pits. We're gonna look at his teammate now, Martin Webster. As Martin gets around Suzuka here, he's actually about to begin a fast lap and complete one. His alt lap, I should say. He's about to cross the line here. He does register a personal best there of 2:02.190. Goes around first corner now. That's his personal best within the session. What a tricky corner that is. The anti-bank section. He goes up Dunlop and heads straight into. He's 3/10 up on his second right now. Oh, but he heads in there way too hot. Martin Webster not finding the brakes on that McLaren fast enough, I should say. Let's look at the Jamaican Tommy Gore now. As Tommy makes his way around Suzuka here. He's currently on a fast one in his Mercedes AMG GT3 car. Comes across the line there, second fastest with a 2:03. Martin Webster currently leads the charge there with the only other valid registered time of a 2:02.190. So he's got a lot of work to do, and he's not going to be able to do it if he's going to be off track that much. So he's got to dust himself off here. Seems like he's already canceled that lap. As Marlon Young finally registers a time there to put him in third position. Martin should be on a fast one now as well. Let's see what his first split says. He looks kind of slidey to me. That car's not gripping at the moment. Rahul Nasseir goes second fastest with a 2:02.644. The Canadian getting into shape there. He's 3 times up, but he makes the same mistake as his teammate there and goes very wide. Marlon Young, that's not going to be quite well for him, so he's definitely going to cancel that lap. Rahul Nasseir gets back out on track now. Rahul here. Just gets around Suzuka. Gonna have to maintain the heat in these tires. Oh, Tommy Gore goes second fastest. 2:02.560 is the time now. Rahul sees that. It seems to it's shaking him up a bit there. Christian Rajnauth finally enters the timing charts there with a 2:04.7. It seems. Watch Rahul now, see if he can come back to Tommy Gore here to put himself back into second position. Meanwhile, Martin Webster is still out on track with about 20 minutes and 5 seconds left in this session here. He's gonna try and want to try and hold on to first position there, which he's currently in. Weather's changing slightly a bit here for the guys. It's getting a bit darker now. See a lot of cloud cover coming in. Here Rahul prepares himself for this lap. It's working out here for Rahul. He's all over the place. What's his split going to be? Christian Rajnauth moves up into 4th position. He's down by 2/10, Rahul Nasseir. Ooh, his back end wanting to come around there through Degnar to 1. Exit of Degnar 1. He's 8/100ths of a second behind Tommy Gore. Traffic in front of him there. The person's trying to stay out of the way. He's doing pretty well in doing so. Stephen Pollock. But I think the damage has already been done here. He's still down by some 3/10. Lipstick grass on entry there into 130R. Go again, Rahul Nasseir. Oh, he does manage on that final sector to pull it together there and put himself ahead of Tommy Gore. Tommy is now on his out lap, so he's going to have a response soon. Christian Rajnauth, some 1.3 seconds away from Tommy Gore. Wondering if the Guyanese can make this work for him in this tracker racing Lamborghini Huracan. This is his out lap here, or has made a mistake on this lap actually. It's way too wide for him. That's definitely not going to count there. You can see him getting that cut lap given to him there, so his time is going to be deleted. And he's heading back into the pits. He's probably just trying out a change there on his car setup. This is Danny Nasseir, currently sitting in 5th position here. Father of Rahul Nasseir. Finally gets himself on the board there with a 2:03.6. Pummels as well, Stephen Pummels with a 2:04 gets himself on the board as well. 4th and 6th respectively for the both of them. Danny Nasseir heading around 130R the way it should be. Goes through Casino Triangle. He looks very stable, Danny Nasseir. Getting the fastest lap here. He's going to take 6th position away from Stephen Pummels. Nicely done by Danny Nasseir. Oh, makes a mistake there. It's off track. Where is Martin Webster? Martin Webster go faster here. Oh, he does go faster. He puts on a 10th on his previous time. He goes to his personal best there. Well done by him. Where is Rahul Nasseir? Does Rahul have an answer for that? Currently, no. He's off track and heading back into the pits. Tommy Gore is currently sitting in the pits as well. Kurt Moss finally joining us here. He's on his outlap. He's down the back stretch right now. Comes around the penultimate turn. Kurt Moss, he looks quite strong here, but he cannot take that position away from Tommy Gore just yet. He's going to pull that car into the corner and head back into the pits. Christian Rajnauth now. Comes across the line to begin his fast lap. We're going to stick with Christian here. That deficit to Kurt Moss or even retake that position. Going quite slowly, tries to get around Stephen Bolo, does do so quite safely. Into Degner 2, he comes out, he's alright. What his first split save, we're about to see that any moment now. Ooh, Marlon Young with a 2:01.599, putting himself back up on the chart there. As was expected after viewing the practice session. He's got that McLaren well planted, Marlon Young. You see Christian Rajnauth come around for the second split here. Second sector, he's down by 1.5 seconds there. Ooh, takes too much of that curb and he's gonna cut the track right there. Yes, he does. He's been given a cut track penalty there. And that time will be deleted. Where's Tommy Gore? Can Tommy Gore upstage Rahul Nasseir? He's having a bit of trouble there around Degner. his fantastic delivery, the Mercedes AMG. He might be testing out something on his car here. Down, way down there on his time, but should be up on Rahul Nasseir to actually take that position from Rahul. Oh, but he cuts the track and he's gonna get a cut track penalty? He actually doesn't, so he slows down in time to rejoin the track. Tommy Gore, the penalty system does not award him a penalty because they didn't see him gain an advantage. And there you see, there you have it. Did his sector best though, in sector 1 I believe, but here he is going through the first corner now. Not as smooth as one would like from Tommy Gore here. Ooh, and we have a bit of mist coming in.
Did the weather just change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody have fog now? Or okay,
Good weather, guys.
Well, I'm never the weather. I can miss up.
Yes, the weather is dynamic out here at Suzuka, and it's catching these guys off of their course here. So we've got Marlon Young, the leader, on top of the leaderboard right now, complaining about messing up. It's unfortunate that it's not as subtle as one would like, but this is a doozy here being thrown into the guys, and it's going to come down to skill to finish off this qualifying with 8 minutes and 50 seconds almost left on the clock. It's gonna make it quite interesting here, and it's looking quite busy out on track right now for Marlon Young. He's got a raging Ferrari behind him and an AMG in front.
Coming through, Tommy.
He's
Tommy
up on his time though. Marlon Young. Rahul Nasseir as well calling out to Tommy Gore. Tommy Gore trying his best to stay out of the way. Rahul trying to stay inside of the slipstream here of Marlon Young. Having complaints about the game volume being a little bit too high. Alright, let's hope that fixes things there. So let's head back. Rahul is down by some 8/10. Marlon Young down by 5/10 through that sector right there. Marlon doing his best to keep it within range of, and does not get a cut track warning. No, through Casino Triangle he goes. Sorry, Casio Triangle. Down into last curve. Can he better his time here, Marlon Young? No, he cannot. And what about Rahul Nasseir? Oh, he's actually canceled that lap, Rahul Nasseir.
Hopefully
Tommy.
the weather's not this for the race because it's absolutely impossible to see anyone.
Tommy Gore now comes across the line. A bit of complaining there from Rahul Nasseir. I guess they don't like challenges, huh?
everybody. Foggy.
What else is you guys using? I don't have a problem with the visuals.
Anyway, man. As you should know.
I hope there's some way to change it to clear for the race. Because there's going to be a big pile on turn one if it's slow just like that.
I can see it, just missed it.
Yeah, it's like turn one is dangerous.
All right, the session is about to close here with just about 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We're currently looking at Tommy Gore here. He's 700s away from Rahul Nasseir. So we're gonna stick with Tommy. He's coming around Spoon Curve here into the last sector. He's about to go as he's down the backstretch right now, and see if he can beat Rahul Nasseir to that third spot there.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is kind of.
Yeah, this is bad.
Mom, I could crash my. Like it's turned to night instantly.
They gave me an arrow.
Okay, stay on the radio, please.
And now the weather has changed for the worse, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite difficult to see out there. Let's head in car with Tommy Gore. Suzuka throwing us a curveball here this weekend. Let's hope it clears up for the race. Otherwise, we're going to have guys tiptoeing all around Suzuka here today. And it's going to make for some interesting racing if it does stay like this. You can barely see Klaus Klein in front of Tommy Gore right here. And Tommy's actually going to cancel that lap and head back. Ooh, Marlon Young coming out of the pits there.
These conditions are too much.
And it seems as though this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, but the weather can't just change just like that in the middle of a lap.
Well, I think it's supposed to.
Think of it between Q1 and Q2. Big difference.
I think so. Just if you're sideways, can you guys hear my audio?
Nah, I can just hear your mic.
But they're not giving up. We're actually in below 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but just hearing the guys over the radio adds a bit of excitement to the whole situation too. And those who were waiting to put and set faster laps towards the ending of the session have been caught out. This is definitely going to shake up the start to the race here.
Do you hear that bird chirping?
Marlon right behind Stephen Pommels there. What's the visual like from in car? It's not that bad, but Stephen Pommels has had to cancel his lap. Now begins a fast one here. Marlon will stick with him. If these are the conditions, they better try and get as much practice as they can.
Like not for us, but for the people coming up behind us.
Less than 2 minutes remain within the session. first sector. Is he up? No, he's down by a second, so you can see what the weather is doing here for these guys. Have this sector reading now. He actually goes further down, Marlon Young, as he's got Danny Nasseir in front of him, and being told by race direction that those off-track excursions you see are legal. And the mist is gone, ladies and gentlemen, as this as the session comes to an end.
Isn't this just lovely?
Don't you all wish rain was like that?
Yeah.
And that's the end of this session, ladies and gentlemen. We are in overtime now. It's gonna give.
Rather do foggy for the race.
I don't know, sir. I'm not the weatherman.
Could you ask him?
I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like.
Nice pull, Marlon.
Yeah, well, at one point I didn't think I could have get it. Because mosquitoes were killing me. Martin just give me a little shoe and just save me.
Alright, fellas, not a bad qualifying. Just gonna wait until Tommy completes his lap. Alright, just to be clear, that you're using the second pit entry into the pit. Second pit entry, that's the one on the corner itself. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome out. Congratulations, Marlon Young, on your pole position. Please all take it easy into the first turn. I know you like to do the dive bomb, but remember, the person does have the right of way unless you're alongside the car visibly. Any questions? Except for the weather.
The pit entry is the one after you come on the last turn on the straight?
Correct.
Okay.
Alright, just let me set myself up here to get ready for this start. I know you guys would love to see how exactly these guys get going. And someone has requested that Tommy Gore be kicked. I'm not sure why, but obviously that's not indeed a true statement. Let me just try and get sorted here. Alright. Here we go. Once again, I'd like to say thank you guys coming out today, and we got 13 concurrent viewers at the moment. Welcome out to the 4th round of our Caribbean GT3 Championship. We've got one more to go after this one, and the current standings are currently on your screen at the moment. So we've got John Greene there leading the charge with 46 points. Sean Lee, unfortunately not able to join us today with 38 points. Rahul Nasseir there, I think it's 30 points if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Oswyne Wilson 29 and Martin Webster with 28 to close off the top 5. All right, we're about to go racing here, folks. Let's get you back to the main screen. And I'll just like to say thank you for joining us today. Do stay tuned for the 4th round of our Caribbean GT3 Championship.
Good luck, guys.
Yep, good luck. Please just keep it cleaner on turn 1, at least.
Oh my goodness.
All right, this is how we're set up.
You guys have it for 15 laps, right? Or that?
It's
I
going
mean,
to
30 laps. 30.
It's going to get better. No talking at 30 seconds, first of all. It's going to get better. Unfortunately, it's not as subtle as we would like it to be, but it is a challenge to you guys, and I expect you to treat it as such. Stop complaining over the radio. Remember, we've got other guys trying to focus as well. Good luck and have fun. Enjoy the challenge, I would say.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Yeah.
Well, here we go. It's not going to be clear skies here at Suzuka today. And we can barely even see the start line. Much less these guys as they go into turn 1. Not sure, Klaus.
Cannot get out of the pit.
Alright, you're gonna have to wait until the race starts. No chatting now. Alright, we're about to go racing here at Suzuka for the 4th round of our Caribbean GT3 Championship. It's currently terrible weather here at Suzuka. We've got the LEDs about to come on screen, and you can hear the guys preparing to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights are on, and they are out. Close. Wait to the end of the pit lane. Wait to the end of the pit lane. They get going. You can see them looking, fighting for ways to get going here into turn 1. It's Marlon Young on the inside, but Rahul Nasseir on the outside takeaway. So far, so clean. Marlon Young with a whole shot back in front of it. It is, but Rahul Nasseir right behind. We can barely see them come around the snake there. And they're doing well so far. No incidents to be talked of just yet. Staying close behind, even closer though, is John Greene, Kurt Moss, all of them into the Dunlop curve. Stephen Pummels as well as Danny Nasseir keeping it together. Very interesting start here to the 4th round race, and we've got a few touches there into Degner. We've got Martin Webster losing out just a bit. Yes, he's lost 2 places to Tommy Gore and John Greene. Tommy Gore now up into 3rd position here. He's going to try and walk away here from John Greene, but John Greene is right up there with them. Can't see anything as they go down 200R. So you're going to ride now with John Greene. You can see what's going on from in car. It's not that bad, I'd say. But they just have to keep on it. They have to keep their minds open here. Oh, he's gaining. He's on the inside of Tommy Gore, John Greene. Does he make the pass, and is it clean? Yes, he does. Oh, they both go off track. Is he going to get a cut track warning? Tommy Gore retakes that position. Coming into Casio Triangle. First lap complete, no crashes inside the pit window is open. Stephen Pummels right on the tail of Martin Webster. Ooh, but Rahul Nasseir even closer now to Marlon Young. He's having a look on the inside. On the brakes they go, and he's sticking right closer. But Tommy Gore with even more momentum gets around Rahul Nasseir. John Greene is going to have a look as well, as Rahul Nasseir was caught out as he got stuck behind Marlon Young. He loses 2 positions there now. Tommy Gore up into second. Marlon Young being attacked now by the Jamaican. Hustle as they go, even with this detrimental situation here with the weather. John Greene is not discounted here. He's on the tail of Tommy Gore. He's nipping away. The top three in a tight battle, ladies and gentlemen, for just the second lap of this race. Oh, John Greene into the barrier. Coming into three persons right there. Stephen Pommel, Kurt Moss, and oh my gosh, Kurt Moss back in the pits. John Greene there, losing the functionality of his wheel, he said. Kurt Moss is out of this race apparently. Klaus Clint and Stephen Pommel does get up now. The only situation there caused by an electronic issue there for John Greene.
The wheel just disconnected.
So now Danny Nasseir's ahead of Rahul Nasseir. Martin Webster has been left all alone here in second position. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore has had an issue here and is now off track. Coming together with Marlon Young apparently. You can hear him complaining about Marlon braking.
Guys, don't force pass on me. I'm going to.
But Marlon Young, focus, makes the fastest lap of this race. 2:07.438. Followed by Martin Webster, 2:07.539. Klaus Clint is now up into 5th position as Rahul Nasseir pits. Martin Webster with a bit of issue there. Into turn 1. Seems like it's settling down now. They were doing quite well on the start of this race to keep it together. Marlon Young now having to back off a bit because he's not being pressured. Meanwhile, his teammate Martin Webster there in second position as the conditions improve here at Suzuka. Klaus Clint has had an issue there in 6th position. So John Greene has lost communication with his steering wheel. His computer there having a malfunction apparently with his steering wheel. And that's the reason why we saw him lose control and head off track. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore is closing in on Martin Webster here. And Marlon Young holding on to first position there with some 4 seconds to his name. Danny Nasseir in a career best in 4th position, holding on as well. Stephen Pommel's doing quite well too, to be in 5th position. Rahul Nasseir has had to pit and now he's all the way back into 8th position. It's a 2:05.115 there from Marlon Young, his fastest lap, another fast lap. Meanwhile, the pressure is on for for Martin Webster, as Tommy Gore is going faster there with a 2:03.957, the fastest of this race. So he's got to pace Tommy Gore to head all the way up into the top spot of this race. Stephen Bowler claims a position over Klaus Clint. Stephen Bowler now up into 6th. And Klaus Clint been given a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane. Not a good day for Klaus. Let's ride on board with Tommy Gore now.
Watch it, watch it.
So he's closing in now. Rahul Nasseir claims a position over Stephen Bowl. You can hear him over the radio there saying, watch it. So down the backstretch they go. Tommy Gore. And his pace is just so much better here against Martin Webster. He's already on the tail of the 650S. And he's going to make his move now. Is he Tommy Gore? He's looking on the inside there of that McLaren. He's going to come alongside him now. Under braking they go, and he goes into the second position. Tommy Gore. Nice pass by the Jamaican. Does Martin Webster have a response here for Tommy Gore? He's currently sitting at some 5/10 away from the Jamaican. The Guyanese now putting on the pressure on Tommy Gore. This is his fastest section, I suppose, as they head through Degner. 1 and 2 are completed here. And he's trying his best into the hairpin to stay close to the Jamaican. Right now with Martin Webster. So the mist has cleared, the fog is gone. Oh, Marlon Young is about to take on Martin Webster. He does. What a doozy for the teammates. And that is it. Martin Webster surely has got damaged now. They both head back into the pits. And Tommy Gore inherits first position of this race. Danny Nasseir is up into second position, and he's followed closely by Jamaican Stephen Pummels. They both will come across Martin Webster and Marlon Young there in the pits. What an unfortunate circumstance there for the duo from Team Xplay. Marlon Young trying to get on with his business after the crash, and unfortunately took out his teammate. Now they're both sitting there in 6th and 7th position as even Stephen Bowler comes across them. John Greene, by the way, is out of this race, and he's going to be out of the points as well. Meanwhile, Stephen Pummels seems to be biding his time here behind Danny Nasseir. But it seems as though he's even much closer now. Yes, 3/10 separates the two of them. Into the hairpin they go. Danny Nasseir running it wide there on exit. Surely opening the doors for Stephen Pummels. Pummels right on him. Some damage here to Stephen Pummels' windscreen though. From that coming together with John Greene. He's pressuring the Canadian here. And the Canadian might just be baiting him. Down the backstretch they go. Christian Rajnauth is back in this race, though he's 4 laps down. He could claim 2 positions over Marlon Young and Martin Webster if he's fast enough.
Rahul, have you been?
Stephen Pommels is clean as can be. Down the front straightaway now. He's going to try and tuck in behind the fellow Ferrari here. Danny Nasseir trying to break the toe. Ooh, on the braking it goes. A bit too much there from Stephen Pommels. He almost lost the rear end. Danny Nasseir is going to play fiddle to him. And he's going to have to watch himself, Stephen Pommels, as Danny is under immense pressure. He's going to have to pick his battle here with the Canadian. As they're coming up against Christian Rajnauth now in the Lamborghini, blue flags are going to be waved for Christian. Danny trying to be as smooth and as clean as possible, while Stephen is trying to be as fast as he could be to try and align his car alongside the Canadian. Up and under, he leaves the door sort of open there, inviting Stephen Pommels in, but so as long as you don't have that front tire alongside the door of that Ferrari, you do not have a clear path through. So is written in our regulation, so it's going to be tough here for Stephen Pommels to mount an attack. He's going to have to do a straight on whiz by down the front straightaway, so he's going to have to time that to perfection. Through 130R as they come up against Christian Rajnauth now. He's even closer. He slips out from the outside. Danny makes one move in contention, but he's alongside him now. Stephen Pommels heads into the first turn ahead of Danny Nasseir. Yes, he does, and he takes that second position away from him. Well done. What a neat pass there by Stephen Pommels. They're making now up into second position. Klaus Klint has taken his drive-through penalty. Can Danny Nasseir respond though to the Jamaican? He's now sitting some 6/10 away from him. Ooh, a little bit tight line there from Danny Nasseir, messing up just a bit, losing even more time to Stephen Pommels. Martin Webster is still in the pits. Meanwhile, Marlon Young is out, but some 2 laps down. Stephen Bullen doing his best of this race with a 2:10 clock there on his last lap. Doesn't seem as though Danny can respond to Stephen Pommels. The 2 Jamaicans now leading the charge. So at this point, it's going to come down to strategy and who pits first. But it's Tommy Gore with the fastest lap of this race with a 2:03.405 here in his Mercedes AMG. Pit window is still open here. We've got 27 minutes left on the clock for it to be open. Stephen Pommel comes across the line now, followed by Danny Nasseir. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir in 4th position there, just completed 130R as he heads into Casio Triangle. It's Marlon Young who makes a move over his teammate there, as his teammate's still in the pits. No, he's out now, and they're both 3 laps down here to the leaders. top 5 seeing a drastic shakeup here, as we've got Danny Nasseir currently in 3rd position, his career best at CSRO. And Stephen Bola knocking those laps out of the park. He's got his fastest lap in now with a 2:08.319. Nowhere close to the leaders of this race, but still managing to hold on to 5th position.
Marlon, if you're gonna unlap yourself, please let me know beforehand, please. I'll let you have a decision.
So looking back at Martin Webster now, he's currently in 8th position. He's some 5 seconds away from his teammate there in 7th. But at the moment, they're both on the same lap, as they're both down 3 laps from the leaders. Fastest lap there being set by Marlon Young, as you can see him. His car is fixed and he is on a charge here to get back up in front of the pack. He's gonna have to unlap himself though, against I think that's Rahul Nasseir ahead of him. He's clearly lapping faster than Rahul Nasseir. And that's what we heard Rahul said again, across the radio there a few moments ago. He said, if you're going to unlap yourself, let me know. I will let you by.
Marlon and Martin, and you guys teleport to the pits off the ground.
Keep comms clear, Tommy. Keep comms clear.
Marlon, wait till the haircut. I'll stay on the outside.
He's trying his best to give him back the position there, and he does, Rahul Nasseir, to let him try and unlap himself. Maybe not the best place to let him by, but Rahul does not want to hold him up, as Marlon is definitely trying to get back on the way with his business. Taking a look now to see who's got what tires on. Marlon Young has fitted the mediums, while Martin Webster has fitted the softs. So even though they're teammates, they've got 2 different strategies here on their... Oh, we've got Danny Nasseir in the pits at the moment. This is a strategic move here from Danny Nasseir. And Rahul Nasseir will claim that 3rd position over his father. So Rahul back up into the podium spot, I should say. Of 3rd position. Danny Nasseir now gets going here. As he exits the pit, Stephen Bola comes across the line. Can see Danny Nasseir on exit, and Stephen is going faster every lap. He's now down to 2:07.409, Bola. So he's got an opportunity here to catch Danny Nasseir, but of course, he hasn't pitted just yet. We ride now with Stephen Bola. So the current time deficit is 1.5 seconds here. And Steven is trying his utmost best to bring that down. At full tilt, it's 1.7. Oh, he messed up that entry so bad there, Stephen Bola. And he's lost a tremendous amount of time there to Danny Nasseir. Meanwhile, Martin Webster is trying to come up against Stephen Bola now to unlap himself. He runs that so wide, Stephen Bola. And he's been given a cut track warning! Under braking! Martin Webster not prepared to come to a stop there or to slow down. Head straight into the rear of that Ferrari. We're waiting there to hear the response from Stephen Bola, but it doesn't seem as though he has anything to say there to Martin Webster. I don't think it was on
Klaus, blue flag,
purpose.
Klaus, blue flag.
Well, Martin Webster is trying once again here.
I'm a lap.
Thank you.
I'm a lap down to you.
So Steven does let him by as he too is trying to get on with his business, Martin Webster. And he asked for it and was given. Christian Rajnauth now enters the pit and has left the server, unfortunately. Not liking where he's at, Christian Rajnauth. It's just proven too difficult here. And imagine, Bathurst was the first round of this championship. "19 minutes left now for the pit window to remain open." Martin Webster has got his work cut out for him, as does Marlon Young. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore on the 13th lap of this race has got 28 seconds to spare to Stephen Pommels, the other Jamaican, who's going to be scoring his career best points here at CSRO for the first time. He's going to be in second position if he can manage to hold on here with 33 minutes and 20 seconds left in this session. He's in a lonely position here in second. But with all that damage on his car, he's definitely biding his time here in terms of trying to keep his pace steady and consistent. He's not opting for fast laps here, Stephen Pommels. Instead, he's just trying to be consistent. Comes around the last curve now to begin the 14th lap of this race. Rahul Nasseir is sitting some 30 seconds away from Stephen Pommels. Haven't pitted already though. He's got sort of an advantage over the Jamaican. The top 5 are all on the medium compound tire. But with Tommy Gore, Stephen Pommels, Stephen Bola, And yeah, that's about it, because I do believe Klaus Klint is already pitted. With those that I mentioned still to pit, we've still got a race on our hands here for the second stint of our leaders. Want to take a ride? Oh, Tommy Gore heads into the pits now. He's got about 30 seconds to spare here to Stephen Pummels. Pummels coming down the back stretch right now into 130R. He's gonna take the lead of this race here, Pummels, as he heads into Casio Triangle. So you need a bit more than 30 seconds here in your pit stop to retain the lead of this race. Tommy Gore hasn't gotten going as yet, and there you see Stephen Pummels in the background. Crossing him over now. Into the lead he goes. Where is Rahul Nasseir? He's coming around Casio Triangle now. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore has gotten going. Having pitted already, he's got an opportunity here to fight back for second. Rahul Nasseir, that is. They know exactly where everyone is on the track. He knows. Ooh, Marlon Young with some issues here as he's off the track once more after gaining so much time there. Rahul Nasseir crosses him over again. Klaus Klint pits. Klaus Klint, that is, pits. Oh, it was bound to happen, and it did, folks. Klaus Klint pits. Stephen Pummels in the lead of this race with some 11.1 seconds to spare. His fight is with Rahul Nasseir, so he's got to watch himself against the Canadian. He still has 13 and a half minutes to pit, but you got to know what... Oh, Stephen Bowler heads into the pits now. So Stephen Pummels now heads into the pits. It seems like it's a slow pit stop for Stephen here. He doesn't want to suffer a penalty, as Tommy Gore will retake the lead of this race now. And where is Rahul Nasseir? Oh, he's around the last curve. So Stephen Pummels going to lose that position to Rahul Nasseir. What about Danny Nasseir? They're around Spoon Curve now. Makes a move, Martin Webster on the inside of Danny Nasseir to try and unlap himself. Unfortunately, he comes in contact with Danny Nasseir.
Sorry, I think that was Pummels. My fault.
Yeah, it was.
So will Stephen Pummels get back out on track? Yes, he does. He's at the pit exit. So he's still going to retain that podium position, though he lost one. Due to the pit stops there, we're back at level pegging now, with the top 5 I should say, having pitted. Danny Nasseir with that early pit stop. I'm wondering if those tires will last till the end. He's got Martin Webster in front of him for good measure. Martin unlapping himself here against Danny Nasseir. Unless Danny can get that car above the speed that Martin is producing, he will not be able to get by here, even though those blue flags are being shown. What an upset to this race. And we were hoping once again to see Tommy Gore being challenged by John Greene, but unfortunately we've lost John Greene to the starting part of this race here. He's had an issue with his steering wheel. His steering wheel just became disconnected from the game. So he lost all control of his car, and in the process I took out 3 guys. One of those 3 guys was Stephen Pommels, who's actually not done so bad for himself. And then we had that incident with Marlon Young and Martin Webster. With Marlon Young leading this race here into the 2nd lap, saw himself looking down the barrel of 130R, and while trying to regain a position on track, stepped in front of his teammate Martin Webster, taking them both out and causing detrimental damage to them. They had to teleport that back into the pits, and from 4th and I think it was 3rd, they're now down to 7th and 8th. Marlon Young back against Rahul Nasseir. Rahul Nasseir giving Marlon Young that opportunity to unlap himself, as he knows Marlon has got such a better pace than he does in that Ferrari. Rahul Nasseir, that is. Tommy Gore now with a 10.6 second lead over Rahul Nasseir. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir is contemplating letting Marlon Young through, trying not to lose pace to Tommy Gore.
Multi-21.
Tommy Gore whispering Multi-21 over the radio there, as he's not sure what exactly is going on behind him. So Rahul Nasseir has had to clear that up. So Marlon has closed the gap to Rahul Nasseir.
After the hairpin.
Rahul calling it out for him once again.
Bola blue flag.
Yeah, I got you.
So Marlon's gonna want that pass now from Rahul Nasseir, and Rahul is gonna want to give it to him without losing time. But now they've got Stephen Bola ahead of them. Through 200R, it seems, I think. Into Spoon Curve they go. Stephen trying to stay well out of the way here, and he does.
Yeah, I'll go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, what just happened
So
there?
just completely froze there.
And we've got 3 guys out now. Rahul Nasseir with that same issue he's been having all season long has an issue there. Comes in front of Stephen Bola because of a game issue. Rahul, you're gonna have to seriously look into that.
No, my game completely froze. I was just straight. I was passing him on the outside. And
Yeah, it's not the first time your game froze. That's what I'm talking about. So now Rahul has got damage once more. Stephen Bola has got damage as well now, again. So his fight, I believe, against Danny Nasseir. Where is Danny Nasseir? He's around Casio. And they're now around anti-Bankrupt. So I think Stephen hasn't a chance there. Martin Webster been given a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's insult to injury indeed, Tommy Gore says. And they're both back in the pits here, the duo from Team Xplay. Oh man, what a horrible day for the two of them. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore on the 19th lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen, sees no one in sight as he heads on with a 22-second lead over Rahul Nasseir. This is definitely going to shake up the standings here. Where's Tommy Gore? I want to give you a lap of Suzuka on Tommy's ride now.
If you could stay behind me, stay behind me. 6th place is far. If you want to get past me, just let me know.
And as smooth as can be, Tommy Gore does not need to speed, I suppose. If Tommy can hold on here to the end of this race, it'll be his second in a row on the top step of the podium. Suzuka begs much patience from its combatants, and Tommy Gore exercises that quite well. Meanwhile, Martin Webster has taken his drive-through penalty. Tommy Gore with a 2:03.303 there. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir being followed closely by Stephen Pommels here. Sorry, that's Stephen Bola. Stephen Pommels and Bola have actually been paired on the same team. Across the line there, it's a 2:09.936 from Rahul Nasseir. Way down on the pace, Stephen Pommels not that far behind. here in third position. He's brought that deficit down to about 8-10 seconds or so. Pit window has got 1.5 minutes left. Sorry, 1.5 minutes left. And some 16 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the session. Stephen Pommel's doing quite well here. Oh, goes out just a bit there. Oh, and he's gonna lose it. Yes, he does, Stephen Pommels. Oh my, I hope that's not a bit of commentator's curse here. After gaining so much time against Rahul Nasseir, he's lost it all here at Suzuka. Coming into the Degner 1 and 2. Now he's fallen so far back. He's about 23 seconds away from Rahul Nasseir. Meanwhile, Tommy go across the line there with a 2:03.129. He's got Martin Webster ahead of him. And Martin Webster here. Where is he gonna let him by? Right on board now with Tommy Gore. Taking a bit too much off that curve. On the inside, he gets a pass, but very late, I should say, from Martin Webster. Almost comes into the back of him. Marlon Young, ladies and gentlemen, exits this race. Another one bites the dust. Seventh and eighth wasn't so bad for points. I guess the frustration is just taking all of them over. As they both head into 130R. Oh, Tommy Gore looks quite shifty there. We're gonna ride with Martin Webster here. So Martin Webster there is just going to stay behind Tommy Gore, it seems. As Tommy Gore now even leads on the 23rd lap of this race by some 46 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to Rahul Nasseir. Oh, he makes a mistake, Tommy Gore, into the first corner. Heads out pretty wide there. He's not being challenged for this position by Martin Webster, but if Martin Webster can unlap himself here, he can definitely go ahead to do that. Ball and Rahul Nasseir have been given cut track warnings there. As we take a look at them now. Oh, I think we've got Stephen Pummels here suffering a bit of internet issue. Rahul Nasseir pits, ladies and gentlemen. Strategically so, Stephen Pummels heads back into the second spot of this race with 10 minutes left on the clock. So Rahul Nasseir has had to change his tires there. He went back for the medium compound once again. Meanwhile, Stephen Pummels is looking to make these tires last. What a twist here to the ending of this race. He's some 16 seconds away, Rahul Nasseir. His dad is actually not that far away from him. Will they battle it out? Or can Rahul Nasseir get on with his business and try attacking Stephen Pummels once more? We're under 10 minutes now for this race. Tommy Gore's got consistent 203s on the board all around. Danny Nasseir with an issue. Cannot keep up with his son. Meanwhile, Stephen Pummels now seeing Stephen Boll in front of him, the two teammates. Pummels is going to want to have a clean pass here against his teammate. They come on the break in. Stephen Pummels have a look on the inside. Oh, that wasn't nice there from the teammates, was it? But he does get the job done as he's trying to get away from Rahul Nasseir. He dismisses his teammate Stephen Bolo there, who's sitting in 5th position, but has now been lapped there by his counterpart. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir is around Casio Triangle into last curve. He's got 8 minutes to do the do. It's a 2:32.4 after his pit stop. So on this lap, we'll know his pace. Stephen Pummels, meanwhile, is lapping at 2:05.720. Oh, Stephen Bolo with an issue. He does get going again, but he's got damage now to the rear of that car. You can see the wing is tilted there. Yeah, he has no downforce. Doing so well to hold on to 5th position. And now this issue plagues him. Rahul Nasseir is going to get over him now. I don't know, but time is running out for Rahul Nasseir. Stephen Pummels opens the gap even more. He's got 30 seconds now on Rahul Nasseir. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Around 130, I don't think Stephen has the ability to hold on there. No, he does not. So he just steps aside there. But it seems as though the damage is too far done here for Rahul Nasseir. Not caused by Stephen Bowler though. Still down by 20 seconds plus there. It's 2:08.962 from Rahul Nasseir. He's going to have to do way better than that. But it seems as though he's going to run out of time here. It's 5.5 minutes. We're about to head into crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Tommy Gore has still got Martin Webster behind him for good measure. Martin Webster holding on, not trying to unlap himself or so, while the Jamaican gets on with his business. We are in crunch time, folks. The final 5 minutes of the 4th round of our GT3, Caribbean GT3 Championship is underway. Tommy Gore, reigning from Jamaica, is your leader. Followed by Stephen Pummels, also from Jamaica, doing his career best to be in the second top spot of the podium. Martin Webster begging Tommy to get on going. Meanwhile,
trying to get
meanwhile, Tommy doesn't care.
Put on a show.
I'll go.
Martin Webster asking Tommy to put on a show here, even though Martin Webster is in the final position of this race.
That's how it was gonna be.
And of course, Rahul Nasseir is going to come in 3rd position if it remains like this throughout. Danny Nasseir, a worthwhile mention to finish in his career best for CSRO there.
Brakes on that car.
It's a 2:03.765 versus a 2:03.751 for Martin Webster. Martin faster on that final lap there. Ooh, and Tommy Gore makes a mistake, runs wide, or is that a calculated risk he's taking? He's losing time to Martin Webster, though, by doing so. Stephen Bolo with more issues. And, whoa, Tommy Gore losing it there. He's complaining about traction, it's gone. Stephen Boulder, that you can see there, gets going again. His traction is gone as well. They're suffering all over. Suzuka playing a major role here on their tires. Where's Stephen Pummels? He's coming around Casio Triangle now. Where is Rahul Nasseir? He's coming down the back stretch. Okay, just keep it clear, keep it clear. Final 2 minutes of this race. Stephen Pummels with a 2:06.449 on the clock. Stephen out here enjoying the day at Suzuka. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir in third position, I don't believe has a chance here unless something very bad happens to Stephen Pommel. Comes across the line, he's running a 2:08.804. Nothing there to match Stephen Pommel's pace. Where's Tommy Gorn now? He's around Casio Triangle. And he's got about 1 lap left in this race here now for the ending. 1 minute on the clock. He doesn't want to finish the race, but he's already begun the final lap. Meanwhile, Stephen Pommels is around 200R. A little bit of mistake there on the exit of Spoon Curve. Mid-turn, I should say. Down the backstretch he goes now. 20 seconds remain on the clock. Looking at your race leader, he's down through Dunlop now.
That was on me.
So it's Klaus Klint, Stephen Bola
Just keep going.
as well. Danny Nasseir, all having issues here down in the final section, final lap actually. They all get going again. It was Stephen Bola on his own. Meanwhile, Danny Nasseir with Klaus Klint and Martin Webster. However, oh, Rahul Nasseir with an issue here. You ought to feel Rahul.
No.
You want that push? Or you're just waiting for
No, I'm waiting for you.
As Tommy Gore comes around Casio Triangle, not quite sure what's going on there with Rahul Nasseir. He's sitting on the exit of pit lane. Tommy Gore will come across the line as the winner of our 4th round of our Caribbean GT3 Championship. Down at the end of the first turn, please. Stephen Pommels will come across the line as your 2nd place finisher. And Rahul Nasseir has waited on his dad to give him that top 3rd position spot there, as is probably a team communication between the two of them. I do believe that pit stop Danny Nasseir rendered to give his son the position over him
Great race, everyone.
at the first stint proved to do so. And it's Stephen Pommels to come across the line in 2nd position, and Danny Nasseir will be in 3rd. Stephen, just come across the where you see the other cars at the ending of the lap, please. Thank you. And now we'll conduct the drivers' interviews here. Alright, congratulations guys to the most, I don't know, craziest race start and eventful race, I would say. We'll start with Danny Nasseir. What was that about at the ending there with your son Rahul Nasseir? And we did see you pit early on in the race against him and he retained that position. Was that why? Go ahead, Danny.
Just a little team thing. I guess, I was just knocking on the door of the podium, so I guess he wanted to, for the team, take one for the team and let me take the podium. Yeah, we had a little bit of tussle in front. I had to pit early, and I ended up doing a longer stint because I didn't want to pit the second time, so my tires were just shot at the end there. And unfortunately, just coming through the last lap there with Klaus. But you know what? I think my fourth podium. So thank you, Rahul, for doing the team thing. And you know what? Great. I enjoyed it. Don't know what happened to everybody. Looked up at one time and saw I was in second, and I think that was the worst thing I could have ever done because of that. Because at that point in time now, I'm driving to save my life. I should have never looked up at that. But you know what? It was all fun. So you know what? Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Most definitely, and thank
Good job,
you,
Uncle
Danny
Danny.
Nasseir. Good job, well done as well to Stephen Pommels. This is your first time in on the podium and your career best finish, of course. Tell me, how did you feel in this Ferrari? It seems as though you're at one with Suzuka. Stephen, you there? Oh, he's in chat, but he might just be starstruck at the moment. Here, Tommy Gore, a well-driven race by you, but it was a little bit difficult, was it?
Yeah, I only got like 30 minutes of practice before. So I was kind of low on practice, and I didn't really feel too comfortable in the car coming into the weekend. But then, Folly, I was P4, and I was like, all right, just make the best of it. And went through my paces and just kept consistent and made some nice passes and got up into first.
Yeah, most definitely. And that weather at the starting too didn't quite help either.
Yeah, I think I took advantage because I feel everyone was going cautious with the weather.
Good plan by you. All right, guys, thanks a lot so much. As I step away now to end the stream, I'm going to check once more. Steven, are you there? We won't get a word out of Steven. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming out. And to the rest of you, sticking on by. It's so sad to see what happened to Marlon Young and Martin Webster there. But that's racing. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. All right, as I step away now to end the stream, folks, I want to say thank you very much for joining us here today for the fourth round of our GT3 championship. For the final round, we're headed to Mosport Park, and that's going to be, I think, let me see, actually, as we've got some changes to our calendar coming in here a bit late. So that is going to take us to May 29th. We're going to head down to Mosport. So join us then for that round. Currently, our next championship, our next round is the Caribbean Single Make Cup. Is going to be May 8th. That's next Saturday at Mills Metro Park. And following that, we're going to go over to our Caribbean Special Class Series, which is currently featuring the V8 supercars from Australia. We are going to go to Pukekohe. And let me just go that over. It's Pukekohe down there in New Zealand on May 15th. Then on May 22nd, we're going to close out the Caribbean Endurance Championship at Le Mans. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been our fourth round of the Caribbean Caribbean GT3 Championship. I just want to say thank you for joining us. Be safe out there, and remember to wash your hands and be careful with the amount of people you have around you, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty tough time here out in the world right now. So just hope that everyone can, stay within the guidelines issued to you by your local health authorities. That has been us here for the fourth round of the Caribbean GT3 Championship. Join us next week as we head over to the Caribbean Single Make Cup. This has been your host, Stefan Gacci. Have a good one.